In our previous episode, we learned how to create a simple document register in Microsoft Excel. But creating the register is only the beginning. A document register needs to be maintained and updated throughout the project so that the information remains accurate and up to date. In today's episode, I'll show you how a document controller can maintain and update a document register in a practical way. A document register is not a file that we create once and leave untouched. Documents are continuously being received, submitted, reviewed, revised, approved, transmitted, and sometimes superseded. Every important change needs to be reflected in the register according to the project's document control procedure. The goal is simple. When someone checks the register, the information should accurately reflect the current status of the documents. So when you should update the document register? Whenever there is a document control event that changes the information we need to track. For example, when a new document is received, when a document is submitted for review, when a reviewed document is returned, when a new revision is issued, or when the document status changes. The exact workflow can vary depending on the project and the document control procedure, so always follow the system and procedure used by your project. The important thing is that the register should not be left behind while the document itself is moving through the workflow. When maintaining the register, always pay attention to the information being tracked. Depending on the project's register format, this may include the document number, document title, revision, date, status, submission or return information, and remarks. Before changing anything, make sure you are working on the correct document number and the correct entry. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine we have a document listed in our register with the revision 00 and a status is for review. Later, the reviewed document comes back or a new revision is issued. Before making the update, we first verify the document number and the information received. Then, we update the applicable field according to the project's document control process. Never update information based only on assumption. Check the actual documents or formal communication received before making the changes. This is very important. One of the important things a document controller needs to monitor is revision control. A document can go through several revisions during a project. That's why we need to make sure that the revision shown in the register matches the document we are actually tracking. An incorrect revision in the register can create confusion about which version is current. Here are some common mistakes to avoid when maintaining a document register. First, updating the wrong document number. Second, entering the wrong revision. Third, forgetting to update the status. Fourth, entering an incorrect date. And finally, making changes without checking the supporting document or communication. Small mistakes in a register can create bigger problems later. So accuracy is very important. A good document controller develops the habit of checking information before updating the register. Always verify the document number, check the revision, confirm the status and date, and make sure the information you enter follows your project's document control procedure. Accuracy, consistency, and traceability are some of the most important habits in document control. Remember, creating a document register is only the first step. Maintaining it properly is what keeps the information useful throughout the project. As a document controller, your job is not simply to enter information into Excel. Your responsibility is to help make sure that document information is accurate, current, organized, and easy to trace. If you're new to a document control, I hope this episode helped you understand how to maintain and update your document register in a more practical way. In our next episode, we'll take a closer look at document status and revision tracking and how a document controller can keep these details organized. That gives us another clear step in the learning journey. See you on the next episode.